Hi, I'm Bob Ciccarello, 2006 Masters World Champion. Posing was the key to me winning the title. Follow my program and I guarantee this video will instruct you on presenting your own world-class physique. Round one is the symmetry round. 4 quarter turns starting from the front. The judges will ask for the front relaxed position. Of course, you're never going to be in a totally relaxed position. Quarter turn to the right and hitting your side pose. Again, you'll notice I had the arm twisted slightly. Quarter turn to the rear, obviously making your back as wide as you can. Flex the calves always. Remember, they're looking at everything, not just your back. Another quarter turn to your right. Again, always looking to make the waist as small as possible. Get the shoulders squared around. The judge is going to give you a little heat about that. Don't worry about it. And, of course, facing the judges, your final quarter turn. And you're going to go right into the mandatories, starting with the front double bicep. Now you'll notice the front double bi is going to be your best shot usually. You can do that with a staggered stance, as I just showed, keeping the upper body as upright as you can get with a vacuum pose, I prefer. A lot of the shorter guys will hit their abs. Front lat, no tricks here. Remember, every pose starts from the ground up. You'll notice I flex my legs at the bottom of every shot, and then the upper body. We're going to go right into the side chest, and I'm going to show you something here. Let's freeze that right there. Now, you'll notice in my side chest, okay, there's no error between my elbow and my body. I'm talking about my right elbow. That's a common mistake you see a lot of amateurs doing, is they got that arm chicken winged out there, all right, to try to show that chest. Or they bring their chest down, which is always a mistake in my opinion. Keep the chest up, more the old school look, like what you've seen Arnold and Franco and a lot of the old timers doing. Again, it shows the size of the chest and the thickness. And let's keep that rolling now. Again, the legs are posed, calves are flexed. Again, keep the arms in and keep it under the rib cage to bring that chest up. We're going to go right to the side try. Either side, they're going to ask for your best side. And you could freeze that right there. Now, once again, depending on where the judges are sitting, and you should always check that out when you take the stage. The judges are usually spread out in front of you. Now, when you're looking out to the audience and you're hitting this right side try, you're going to notice that the judge to your left is not going to be able to see your tricep. You have to rotate around in order to show the judge what you got. Now, let's keep going. I'm going to show you how I rotate and freeze it right there. Okay, and you'll notice I just that little bit of a move, okay? Show the judge what you got. They can only judge on what they can see. So don't be afraid to move your body back and forth a little bit. Again, depending on where you are, especially if you're on one side of the stage or the other. So always be aware of where the judges are. Okay, we're going to be moving on now to the back. So a quarter turn to your back. Again, the leg is spread out. Now, freeze it right there for a second. Now, you'll notice that I put my right leg out and I cock my knee out. Okay, you're going to do that for a couple of reasons. One, you can notice the sweep on my leg that shows to the right. Okay, if your leg is pitched in, if your knee is in towards your other leg, it's not going to show your legs at their advantage. So get yourself a nice staggered stance. You'll also notice I'm not afraid to put that leg a couple of feet back behind me. That's for balance. How many times you guys see somebody on stage, they lose their balance when they hit a back double bicep shot? Okay, so now the legs are posed. I'm going to now go into the back double bi. You can do this a variety of ways. I like to spread my arms out, and you can freeze it right there. Now, you're going to notice right here I got my elbow spread out as wide as I can. I'm showing not only back width, but back thickness. Okay, very important. You're going to see a lot of guys that kind of scrunch their shoulder blades together when they hit this pose, and it doesn't show the width. Width is very important when it comes to bodybuilding and when it comes to displaying your physique. So always spread that out. A lot of guys like to crunch it back, and then they'll spread it out. That's fine, but the end result always has to be that nice wide shot. Okay, you're going to go right into the lat spread now. I'm going to freeze it there. And you're going to notice I'm showing the lower back, the old Christmas tree. Okay, so get that little bit of a pause. Okay, if we can get that back and forth, you can see that you can show the Christmas tree. And then you're going to spread it out. Freeze it there. Now again, as wide as you can get those shoulder blades flared out. You should not be seeing your shoulder blades chicken wing outing in the back of you. Okay, and you see a lot of guys doing that. This is not a power shot. Okay, you want to spread this out as wide as you can. Again, same position with the legs. You can switch up the legs if you want. That's up to you. It just depends on what you're comfortable with. All right, but show the width. Also remember that the judges are sitting below you. All right, so in this pose, you do not want to lean forward, again, away from the judging. If anything, you're going to lean back a little bit to give it a better perspective. All right, the more you lean away from the judges, the smaller you're going to look. It's that simple. Okay, continuing on. Next pose you're going to hear called is the front abdominal shot. Hit the leg first. Again, every pose starts from the ground up. You're going to blow all the air out. When you blow the air out, it comes from the diaphragm, not just from the mouth. Okay, that's how you get the abs cinched in there and real tight. Make that waist as small as you can. They're now going to ask for your favorite, most muscular. You can use a hands-on hand clasp approach like a Shawn Ray style, or the traditional crab shot, which I like to do. And there you have it, the mandatories all in a row, showing your physique to the best you can. Now I'm going to go through some of the do's and don'ts of posing. This is the front relaxed position. Now you'll notice you want to bring your chest upright. Okay, we're also going to use what I call the rule of thumb. Okay, your arms should never be out like you're carrying luggage. All right, you'll notice the shoulders disappear when you bring your arms out like that. If you can touch your sides with your thumbs, you're in the correct position. The further away from your body your arms get, the smaller your arms look. It's that simple, guys. Okay, a quarter turn to the right. Now you're going to notice I have a twist going on here, okay? Now you're going to get away with this a lot more in the pros than in the amateurs because they're going to ask you to face the guy in front of you. Slowly twist and try to get the waist as small as possible. You'll notice how the shoulders start to look bigger and wider as I get my shoulders squared around. Now this is not the most comfortable position in the world, I'm going to tell you guys right now, okay? But it looks good on stage, and that's what you're interested in. Okay, keep yourself from the side. One motion, you're going to twist. Again, get the shoulders squared around. You can flex the tricep or keep it straight. All depends on what your triceps are looking like and how big your arms are. Quarter turn to the back. Again, the calves are flexed. Legs are tight. Same thing here now. The rule of thumb, notice I can touch my sides with my thumbs within reason. Again, get the back out nice and flared. Okay, do not get the arms up in the air. Once again, you can see how this impacts the physique and it does not look good. Keep the arms down. Everybody gets all jacked up on stage and you get the blood flowing, and believe me, those arms start to get out wide. It does not help your physique any. Now, notice my foot position, which I just showed, okay? I've got the legs basically pointing towards the back corner of the stage and I'm twisting around. If we can freeze that right there. Now, that is a great position for the side. Again, the feet, if you're on the stage and you're facing completely to the side, your feet are going to angle towards the back corner of the stage. Okay, it's just a little bit. It's about 20 degrees, and you're going to twist. Again, you can see how much smaller the waist looks. Okay, I can flex that left pec again and get the shoulders squared around. You can see the detail that it actually creates, okay, with that twisting motion. Now, again, in the amateurs especially, the judges may call you on this, okay, even by number. That's great. Let them call you by number a couple of times, okay, within reason. All it does is draw attention to your physique. So they may ask you to face the guy in front of you. If they do that, face the guy in front of you and then slowly twist around again. Don't worry, just blame it on me, guys. Now, you'll notice a wide stance is not going to help your physique, okay? Legs wide, arms wide is not a good look. Keep your feet close together. Get the heels together. Flex the legs. Again, get the hands in. Again, you should be relatively close to your thumbs hitting the sides of your body. Okay, big front double bi. That's a standard position. Legs are upright. This is an alternate. Again, leg out to the side. Now you'll see either one looks fine. Again, all depends on what your physique looks and what looks best in displaying your body. Okay, standard front double bi. Do not get the elbows up too high or too low. Again, right about square is where you're going to look your best. All right, I prefer to hit this with a vacuum shot. It's a little bit old school. I still tend to think it looks best. If you're a shorter bodybuilder, you can hit the abs down and it doesn't look too bad. Okay, moving on to the front lat spread. You're going to notice, I'm just showing you right now where to position your hands, okay? And it's right to the small of the waist. If we can freeze that right there, okay, you'll notice I'm basically creating a V-taper to my physique by placing my hands at the smallest part of the waist. You do not want to get too low with your hands as you cannot flex your lats, and you certainly don't want to get too high, which a lot of guys do because they don't have any lats, okay? You're not fooling anybody. Believe me, the judges have seen a lot of physiques over the years, so you want to show your physique to the best that you can, okay, and observe these techniques. So find the small part of your waist. Again, get the elbows out nice and wide. Flex the chest if you can and bring the chest upright. And you can tilt back a little bit, again, but try to show the lats as best you can from the front. Okay, now we're going to go around to the side chest.